So let me switch over to my DPS. Thanks, Turbo. Thanks. So, I have to stress this again. I am not the best DPS. I'm not even a good DPS. I'm probably the worst DPS. So, my DPS knowledge, especially with loadouts, I don't clip. That's probably the one thing that people hate about me. I don't clip. If I do, it's just by accident, and I just roll with it. And I don't make it a thing too much. So with my DPS, I do have to change a couple of things because I did mess up my spec for my powers, because I am missing Atom Splitter that I can spec into. I didn't think I could, but I can. But for this is my melee loadout that I'm working on. Thermochemical Explosion, Neutron Bomb, and APA. I'm calling it APA for Acolyte Protection Agency. Yeah, I'm such a wrestling fan. So APA, Atom Powered Assault, Proton Remedy, and then Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam. So this loadout does a couple of things. And I have Proton Remedy because I'm in melee. I need to heal myself. I just do. It has to happen because I just need it because I'm going to die. I just am. So, in melee range, it's about survivability. Proton Remedy is going to be my survival ability. It just is. So, to start this off, Faruka Bradshaw, that's right! Oh, is that what we're going to call it now? We didn't have a Trex crash. It wasn't a rage crash. It was an atomic meltdown. That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a Trex down. Trex down. Or a melt Trex. A Trex melt? No, I'm not a sandwich. That's just weird. I'm not a sandwich. So this is how this goes, alright? So with Thermochemical Explosion and Neutron Bomb, one's a melee, one's range, because I can do either or. And I rather actually have the other melee loadout, melee combo, which is the Atom Splitter. So, wait, I feel this is wrong. This is wrong. This isn't the loadout. Because I took you out because I had to put Beta Surge in. That's exactly what happened. I didn't save my loadout, my bad. So this is the loadout. It's Thermochemical, Neutron Bomb, and Beta Surge, and then APA, Geiger Blast, and Geiger Beam. And again, I'm still working on a DPS loadout. This isn't the be-all, end-all. This is just a work in progress for me, like spending like 2 hours on this. It's not, I spent over 8 hours learning tanking and coming up with numbers on 3 different tank specs. So, Trex Noble, Trex Tsushima, oh my god, we're doing this. This is happening. So, this is how my DPS loadout goes. I have Thermochemical, I start off with Thermochemical Explosion. Or if I'm ranged to start off with, I'll use Neutron Bomb or Beta Surge. I basically want to do my atomic combo, I want to do my atomic power, and then the 2 combos, so I can get my nuclear pressure and my molecule charges. Once I get the charges and my pressure, I hit APA, which will increase my attack power, my attack damage, because it's attack buff, but it will also give me the aura. This is the shortcut to get the aura. As I have the aura, I will be able to do increased damage with the aura on, and I will be doing my power return. The power return for DPS relies heavily on the aura. Not even heavily, it requires the aura. It just requires it, okay? So with the aura on, you get increased damage, you get power return, and really, you just keep doing your combos. So you just keep doing Thermo, Neutron Bomb, Beta Surge. Just keep the rotation going. And that's an advanced mechanic that you can do. And that's it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's all it is. And then, now your last 2 here. Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam. Geiger Beam is your 35% health execute. You need it, okay? You just need it. For Geiger Blast, I didn't, Extreme asked me about the supercharges. I did not choose any of the supercharges because I just don't use supercharges in my loadouts. I think if you use the supercharges, it will probably be better for the other advanced mechanic, which is the power interaction with dazed. That's where you want to use it. This is the advanced mechanic for 1, 2, 3, 4 done advanced mechanic, similar to how like Quantum is. The power interaction, similar to how Gadgets is, that's the other advanced mechanic for Atomic that I don't know anything about yet because I haven't gotten there. Game Update 53 is already out. We're waiting on 54. So with my advanced mechanic, I just do thermal power, do the two charges, and then APA, and then I just spam these until this is off refresh, and I just do it over and over again. Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam. Geiger Beam's your execute. Now here's the kicker with this. Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam will remove your nuclear pressures, remove your charges, and will remove your aura. It's basically like just a free wipe, just to start fresh with your rotation. Instead of just having to wait for it to go out, you can just use Geiger Blast and it'll wipe it. Now, Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam require 3 nuclear pressure stacks and no molecule charges to receive the amplified heavy damage to enemies. And by heavy damage, I mean like 66k damage on a crit. Alright, that's what you want. To get the nuclear charges, they're right here. Thermo, neutron, and beta. Do not do the combos. You basically just spam those 3 powers. Just 1, 2, 3, Geiger Blast. 1, 2, 3, Geiger Beam to do your and of course do extra damage when it's on execute. If you have molecule charges, or if you have the aura, you're not going to get that extra damage increase from Geiger Blast or Geiger Beam. So you'll want to just, when the boss starts getting super low, you want to use Geiger Blast to wipe out your aura and your charges, build up use your 3 abilities to build up your 3 pressures, and then Geiger Blast. 3 pressures, Geiger Blast. 3 pressure, Geiger Beam. Geiger Beam, Geiger Beam. The Geiger Beam is going to do 2 ticks of damage because it's a channeled ability, so you can be interrupted. So Geiger Beam is more or less, you can feel it's going to be a mid-range range because it's a channeled ability. Being over there in melee range, you're going to get interrupted. And the big damage comes at the end of Geiger Beam. Geiger Blast is kind of just a boom, done deal. But it's still, at my spec, it's still 60k damage. That is, you don't want to lose that. So, melee range, you want to use Geiger Blast. But as an execute, you really want to have Geiger Beam as well. So, that's my DPS spec. So, I'll use my advanced mechanic. I'll use thermochemical explosion. The power the 2 combos to get the nuclear pressure and the 2 molecule charges, and then APA so I can get the aura really fast. Need the aura, and then I just spam 1, 2, 3. I'll just keep spamming it until I feel that I need to do Geiger Blast to remove everything, and then use 1, 2, 3. Just build up my 3 stacks of my nuclear pressure, and then just spam Geiger Blast. That's basically it. Just back and forth. 1, 2, 3, blast. 1, 2, 3, blast. 1, 2, 3, blast. 1, 2, 3, beam. 1, 2, 3, beam. Yeah, it works. But like I said, if you have molecule charges or if you have the aura, Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam are not going to do that big damage. But also remember this. Without that aura, you do not have power return. So you need to be mindful of when you're using your powers. When you're using your 3 atomic combos to build your nuclear pressures for Geiger Blast or Geiger Beam, remember that they do take power, and it's not something that will like stay there for a couple of seconds. When you use when you use thermochemical explosion, you'll get the nuclear pressure, that icon that pops up in your head. This icon. the radiation symbol. That will pop up right there. But once that's gone, you're done. That's your nuclear pressure. It's gone. So you have to use it and just keep it going, and then it'll explode, like I just destroyed stuff. So I'll exit my base, and I'll just go find some unlucky bastard, because I'm outside Strikers. That's my morning alarm that I wake up to. You. Seeing as this is, they're all just gonna get one shot. I didn't actually mean to do that. Pretty sure I can just queue for something. No, because there's no one. Yeah, they'll just die pretty easy. But, yeah. Hey, where are you going? Hey guys! Boom, baby! It works. Correct, the combos do not cost power, just the initial power. When you use the initial move, that costs power. So, that's all it does. But yeah. I like it. I mean, it's... Like, I really do like it. I'm on both PCs. I'm on US PC. I mean, I'm playing the game on my gaming PC, and I'm streaming on my streaming PC. I'm on both. Top of the world, ma. Top of the world. I don't do PvP. I don't like PvP. Not even sure why I chose to live out here. Well, I'm on the test server, if that's what you meant. I'm on test server. Because Atomic's here. Yay, Atomic. Is there any dot powers for Atomic? Oh, it's my stream PC is new. The new stream PC is working out very well. Super well. And my gaming PC is still the same gaming PC I've had for a year. She's only a year old. So proud. No, she's not. She's old as hell. She's gotta be at least 3 or 4. The case is new. My bad. The loadout does have power return. The power return relies on this move. My bad. I feel like I screwed that up. I did. So I have to wait for. I have for DPS purposes. I used a shortcut. I use the shortcut method where I do my power, combo, and I messed up the combo again. I suck. My gaming PC is Sheila Mark III, and my streaming PC is Sheila Mark IV. I have a thing. So, combo, aura. Your power return, you have to have that aura on. The aura is required for you to have power, return. Without the aura, you're just wasting power. You're not getting anything back unless you have a controller. It's just like how Gadgets requires battle awareness for the power return. Atomic requires the aura. And for DPS purposes, you probably want to go with the shortcut when you use your atomic power, then a combo, and then you go into APA, which will give you the aura for free. Quicker, actually, just a lot quicker. Oh no, she has a brand new power supply, so she's good to go. She's my little trucker. Keeps on going. I'm proud of her. I really am. No problem. Yeah, using the shortcut does take up too much power. The other way to get the aura is the long method, which would be power, combo, combo, power, combo, combo, then power, combo, power, and brings the aura out. So you basically have to do 3 atomic powers, including their auras, to get the aura out. Or you use the shortcut method. So, it works. Atom Splitter is the actual distinction. Because when you look at Atom Splitter, you can use 1 power to bring out your aura the long way. Because I can spam thermal chemical explosion and it will give me my aura. Because that's just how the cooldown works. Oop, messed it up. Too fast. Oh, I'm also out of power too. That sucks. So you can use 1 power, like thermochemical explosion, just spam it 3 times and you'll get your aura. But with the Atom Splitter, it's different because Atom Splitter actually has a long, like 1 second, like a half a second longer cooldown. So you can't just spam Atom Splitter all the way. You just can't. So in order to use Atom Splitter fully, and that's also because Atom Splitter is also a 50% multiplier for damage. Because Atom Splitter is all the way down here, and it has that nice 50% until hit counter resets for damage roll. So it can't really be on the same cooldown as thermochemical explosion. Or if that's a bug, Lars, then that's a bug that I think has already been reported. It might need to be looked at. But I'm treating it like it is. You don't mess with it. The cooldown just stays the same, just like it is, because of where it is on the tree. So you can't spam it like you normally would. You see, same, and like a half a second. It's a half a second where I can't spam it to get my aura going. So I have to do power A, power B, then back to power A. You know what? Sure, I don't care about sleep. I don't. Sure, why not? At the same time, this loadout I'm still working with because I'm also missing my other melee combo, my Atom Splitter for my melee DPS. So it's just a little funky. So let's go down here. Hopefully no one else is down here. Good. Stop targeting him. Thank you. The shield helps, but on a tanking standpoint, using it in a DPS loadout, you're looking at survivability, which is good, but it's not the best. I would rather have Proton Remedy than the shield, because the Proton Remedy gives you a lot faster healing. So I need to relook my loadout. Wrong. There. Alright, so oh shit, are you serious? Ugh. There. There. Alright, so again, I'm still getting used to that, so I'm still getting used to this loadout, and again, I'm missing 1 combo I really want, so it's there. So this is basically what I do. Got my aura, so now I just spam. So this is using the atomic combos. And I just use Geiger Blast to get rid of it. Building my nuclear explosion, my nuclear pressure, Geiger Blast explosion. Now use Geiger Beam. Building pressure. Oh, I'm out of power because there it is. So, night, Jareth. See you later, man. So, yeah. So, let me show you the rotation for Geiger Blast, okay? So, like I said, the atomic combos, all three of them, if you just use the powers and no combos, you'll build up your 3 nuclear pressures to use Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam. So, no using any combos, just type the powers on the tray, and Geiger Blast. Blast. Oh. Damn, Sparring Target, you suck. Are you broken? This Sparring Target sucks because it's not also re-healing as well as it should. $37. Yeah. I feel this Sparring Target. $89. Printed for 89,000 there. That's also true. Well, that's the thing, Mega Man. Using your advanced mechanic, using my 1, 2, 3, 4, my 4 powers here, my 1, 2, my 1, 4, 3, and 2. Thank you, Xbox controller. That's weird. Using my 4, I use my atomic combos, and then I use APA to bring up my aura, and the aura gives me the power return. But if I'm using Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam, I cannot have that aura. It does wipe it, but the Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam will wipe the aura, and then I have to just use my 3 abilities, no combos, and then use Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam to get the amplified effect. Because if you have any molecule charges from the atomic combos, or if you have the aura, you're not going to do the heavy damage from Geiger Blast or Geiger Beam. They have to be gone. So, just using the 3 powers to build up nuclear pressure, Geiger Blast, 36k. Now use it again, 30, and then... can't use it. Okay. There's power 2. Let me show you the power by itself. No charges, or no pressures or anything. This is Geiger Blast by itself. 2200. 2500. 2300. 2400, and it got knocked down. Good night, Yuka. Or Yuka. That's Geiger Blast by itself. This is Geiger Blast with 3 nuclear pressures. 35. 35,000. 34,000. That's what you want. Here's Geiger Beam by itself. 7,500, 17,000. That is probably because he was low. He was pretty low health. 16, 2,300. 900, 50k or 5,000. 5,000 really. This is Geiger Beam with 3 pressures. 64,000 crit. 91, 65,000. 9,100 and then to 63,000. Oh, that's true. Let's try that. honestly, without the attack buff, the attack buff is actually ruining my damage. I'm not gonna lie, it's ruining my damage. But it is in the damage roll. Restores power when nuclear pressure stacks are applied, or when using Geiger beam and Geiger blast. Sounds like you almost win. Alright, so let's start with that. Even with the attack buff, the attack buff gave me one time I saw like a 2k increase, but it wasn't anything like super great that I saw. Let me try it. It is. Let's see. That's right. The aura gives back power when you're using the atomic combos, and then APA will give back power when using Geiger Beam and Geiger Blast. So if you use the attack buff first, you're relying heavily on Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam being your power that you just use. Those would be your bread and butter, basically. And that's where you get your power back as well when from those two abilities, because you got the nuclear pressures. Or you could just use the atomic combos, get the aura, and then just spam the 3 atomic powers. I mean, you really have multiple choices to use this advanced mechanic. I really, really dig that. Really do. So, you could either just build up a nuclear pressure, not worrying about the combos, and not even worrying about your aura, and just keep doing the big damage from Geiger Beam and Geiger Blast, or use your comet combos, get your aura. I can see the Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam are the long-range abilities. I don't think that's going to fly much with melee. Just using those are definitely going to be, because you could switch out Thermochemical Explosion with the 3rd range ability, which would be in the other tree. Yeah, Nuclear Burst. Because which would have gotten me those 2 if I didn't put those down. But yeah, you can just use the 3 ranged abilities and focus there. God, I really do hate atomics. Oh yeah, that's right. I just remembered. It's like max all the way high in my ear. Scroll that bugger down. That's why it was so high. Ugh. But yeah, Mega Man, the loadout that you're saying with using the attack buff and then the 3 pressures and then Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam, that's definitely I could see being a mid-range and range loadout. Mid-range might switch up a few things because you can probably add in a melee attack. But for melee stuff, I might just get rid of Geiger Beam. Well, maybe, probably not. It is a freaking execute, by the way, so I would keep it. But I would just keep it more melee-centric with adding a 2nd melee attack and relying on your combos. When it comes to the point where you can't use combos, then yeah, you switch it up and use your nuclear pressures and just blow it out the water. And powers that apply the Daze power interaction as well, because I can just switch it up. Instead of just using my combos, I can just grab Irradiate to daze my enemies, and then I can use Radiation Burn, which is the supercharge, and then an Electron Flare. And I think, yeah, then Radiation Shower, Ionizing Eruption. Ionizing Eruption will probably be a really good one to use. So basically just use like these 4 powers is basically where you'll go with it. You just basically be using these 4 powers with your power interaction, which the power interaction is another loadout I have to research and look into. And by research, I mean play around with. There are a lot of other testers on the forums and a lot of other testers doing great stuff, and they posted their videos. I don't watch their videos because I want to learn on my own. That's because as another YouTuber, I don't want to try and copy off of someone else. That's just where my mindset is. I want to learn as I go into this nutshell of amazement.